once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay. And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay. That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past that she messed up.
Mm, yeah. What up, what up, what up? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Um, yeah, yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Um,
So women
yeah, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Uh, super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Can y'all tell I'm distracted? We about to get started. Shout out to the RB gang, Rare Breed gang. Let me know something in the live chat, RB gang.
Your man looks like you. Your man looks like you. Women are the ones that make men emotional. Women are the ones that make men weak. Their default settings, when they're in their natural state, they think from a place of reality, logic. Women come in and confuse those things. They come in and their love is more violent, more chaotic. It's got to have a lot of symbolism. So for men, when they get married or when they're in a relationship with a woman, they commit to a woman, it's like the basic is they love you, right? That's a no-brainer for men. They love this woman. But for women, they need to see the love consistently. So you have to bring me flowers, cards, do big things, extravagant things like I see on social media for me to see this love, right? It's not enough to just that's basics, that's default settings, is that we are committed to each other because we love each other. No, we got to add to it, right? So the love.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's basically never enough. You constantly have to prove your love. You constantly have to keep them excited. You constantly have to provide dopamine hits. And that's why it's just not worth it to be in a relationship with most women. See, one of the main things you want to vet for in a woman is that she has realistic standards and she's more about building a family, taking care of the kids, being practical with money. Like, you see what I'm saying? Than she is about feeling butterflies all the time and being excited all the time. Why the rule always has been be with a woman who comes from a really good family, who comes from a grounded family. Her father kept her honest over the years. Her goals are clear and it's family oriented goals. She's the type of woman that puts family before even herself. Like family is everything to her. Keeping her family together would mean everything to her. Anything that would be the type of woman that would be marriage material, but I don't condone marriage at this point, and I don't condone living with women under any circumstances.
we are committed to each other because we love each other. No, we got to add to it, right? So the love always got to extend, right? Women move based off of emotion. So if they don't feel like you love them today because you don't see it, you don't physically see, which isn't moving by faith, by the way. That's why your dedication to God matters, and how you'll submit to your husbands, and how you'll feel about your husbands,
She
because you know
cooking.
you don't have to see God in the works and doing things for you to know that He loves and cares about you, right? And so because men carry the spirit of God and because they're made in God's image, it's the same. Like they don't have to. It shouldn't be that they have to show it to you. Your husbands have to show it to you all the dang time for you to have faith and trust that they do love you and they do care about you, right? But see, this is what happens when women turn men into emotional women. Because now, in order to see this love, you have to constantly manipulate them. You have to manipulate, and you play a lot of mind games. Women play a lot of mind games. They need to see it constantly, so they play little mind games, malicious mind games, right?
Okay, yes, yes. Yes, women play mind games and they constantly test you and manipulate you. And this is why women were made to be controlled by men. I mean, yeah, love is one thing, but more importantly, it's your job to lead and control that woman, as bad as that may sound. Because when they're left to their own devices, they're demonic. So, yeah, a woman needs to be under strict male authority. I'm your authority figure. Like, don't ever lose sight of that. You can't talk to me any type of way. They don't talk to their boss a certain type of way. They don't manipulate and play games with their boss at work because they know they fucking place and they know they'll get fucking fired. A lot of these women, they get disrespectful because they know you ain't never gonna fire them. And you know, one of the reasons they are so certain that you're not gonna fire them because they got leverage over you. That's why you never give a woman leverage over you. That's why I say never move in with a woman. When you have kids with them, they have leverage over you. You have to really be careful about a woman having any leverage. I get the kid thing. I mean, I get the moving in thing if you're gonna have kids with a woman. But it's just all downhill after that. So let me give the prescription. Let me give the prescription. The prescription is the laws changing, and then men can move in and have kids with women. The laws would need to be that this woman really loses out big time if she blows up this family. She doesn't get any cash and prizes. Maybe even jail time if she can't prove that she has a legitimate reason to divorce or something like that. Like, we need to live in a society that really punishes women for doing the wrong thing when it comes to family and her man. There needs to be societal punishments, in-house punishments and societal punishments for women being disobedient to their man and being out of pocket or trying to break up their family. Then I could say, yeah, move in with a bitch, have kids with a bitch. Then I could say it comfortably. Until then, no. I couldn't advise any man to have kids with an American woman or move in with an American woman. And female nature is female nature across the world, but in other places, there's really no incentive for her to just blow up the family. Well, I'm not going to say no incentive, but there's a lot less incentive for her to just blow up the family. Wait, I don't really condone physical punishment of a woman. But yeah, I do believe in consequences. I believe in consequences for everybody, men, but men, we already know we have consequences in life. Mhm. So yeah, my prescription to women's nonsense is maintain all leverage over a woman, and then you could keep her in check the way you need to. But once she has leverage over you, there's nothing you can do. There's no amount of times you can give her beats by Dre. There's no amount of times you can raise your voice or withhold sex. Once she knows she got leverage over you, there is no keeping that woman in check. Period. I don't care how alpha you are. Once you put a baby in a bitch, she's the captain now. No matter what way you wanna look at it, because she knows she can weaponize the state against you and take the kid, turn the kid against you, use the kid as a pawn. You ain't running shit once you put a baby in her. Let's just be real. You ain't running shit once you put that ring on her finger. She could weaponize the state against you. You ain't running shit. It's all in your head if you think you running something after you marry her and put a baby in her. Ooh, not the double. Ooh, not the double whammy. The marriage and the baby. Oh, you're her bitch now. She knows that. You can act like you not, but you're her bitch now. There's no getting around that. Let's get back into it. What up, X?
Constantly, so they play little mind games, malicious mind games, right? So they'll withdraw love and see if you chase it.
Now, is one thing that I have to disagree with her about is that weak-minded men go for those type of games and they acquiesce over into women. So when I see women say stuff like, I want a man that is emotionally intelligent, basically they are saying that acquiesce over into the whims and the woes of how I feel at that particular time so that I can then manipulate him into doing the things that I want him to do, which he has to then forego his masculinity, his purpose, and everything that he does or that he's supposed to be doing so that he can make you feel better about the relationship that y'all are in.
Okay, let me ask you something. If Anton wife just starts spazzing out right now, she just start cheating, disrespecting him, swinging on him. What you think he gonna do? Because they're married, and I don't know for sure, but I don't think they have a prenup. He only has one daughter. She about to be 18 if she not 18 already. So that's not really an issue for as child support. I don't know what state he lives in for as alimony or what the laws are with that. But I'm pretty sure Anton wife will be able to get half. If she just starts spazzing right now, cheating, beating him, what are you gonna do? Is he gonna acquiesce? Is he gonna compromise his masculinity to not lose the bag? I don't know. Is he gonna compromise his masculinity to not break up his family? Yeah, Anton's wife got some leverage over him for sure. For sure, for sure. Um, in his situation, and I don't know if he cheats or whatever, but in his situation, I don't know how much he's worth. Let's see if I can look it up. He act like he worth 20 million. I hope he worth 50 million. But let's see if we can look it up. How much is Anton Daniels worth? Let's say 4 million. Okay. Let's say 4 million. That could be off. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I mean, well, no, that's incredible. Let me not say that's not bad. But I mean, it's relative depending on who you comparing him to. If you comparing him to me, it's incredible. It's mind blowing and incredible. Um, 4 million is nice. If you had 4 million put up, earning 5% a year, that is 200,000 a year just off passive income. That's just all. Let's just say he gets 7% on his money every year. What's 7% of 4 million? Oh yeah, 280,000 a year just on passive income, on top of whatever he making on YouTube, which I think he making a lot on YouTube. I mean, he at least I think. I mean, I'm just speculating. I'll just put it like this: I think he's probably at least making $250,000 a year off YouTube alone. So that's 280,000 off passive income from investments, and another 250,000 just off YouTube. So yeah, 500K a year just to have, just to blow if you wanted to. Not that you're gonna just blow 500,000, but yeah, that's real nice, real fucking nice. But my point is saying all that is, uh, hold on. Point is saying all that is, would he be willing to lose half that? If I was in this position, yeah, go ahead and take it. Like if his wife start tripping hard, like I said, beating, cheating, just spazzing out, being a horrible woman, yeah, go ahead and take that half. I live off my 250K a year instead of my 500,000 a year. Just yeah, just get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Do it.
Feel better about the relationship that y'all are in. It is a manipulation tactic, but it only works against people that are not strong minded. But the problem with that also is that they raising sons to have the mindset of women, which is why we see so many feminine men operating in their emotions instead of operating in logic. The way that you show that you love a person from a man's perspective is the things that you do. It is an action word. It's not a feeling. And we've been manipulated to believe that it is a feeling versus an action word. And that's why we go based off of how we feel until she's not feeling you anymore. And then she moves over into the next person or the next relationship that she can manipulate until she continue to bunny hop over and she could monkey branch over to the next thing.
See if you can feel that I'm being extra quiet to you today. And then if you're passive and you start withdrawing your love, you're the bad guy. For women, it's if I don't see that, you bought me something today on Valentine's Day, or you didn't go as out as you could have, even though, you have been taking me on dates, or you worked late tonight. If I don't see a symbol that you love me and you didn't, you weren't active in doing that, then all of a sudden you must have just withdrawn all of your love and you don't care about me at all. Somehow not seeing one thing determines all of it for women, determines the whole gosh darn relationship. What happens is now you keep him in a constant state of fight or flight mode. Ooh, y'all don't want to hear this. Oh, golly.
She cooking.
You keep him in a constant state of fight or flight mode because he don't know if you're going to leave. He don't know if he come home and he did the wrong thing or didn't showcase his love today, that you're going to throw a fit, you're going to withdraw love, you're going to manipulate. He don't know if, what you're doing when you're saying those comments, if you're...
All right, let's move on. What we looking like? Excuse me. Shout out to my Rumbleites. Shout out to Persian Warrior. What we looking like on YouTube? Oh shit. It's dry this morning. It is 8 in the morning. Yeah, let's move on.
Women in their 20s, unless they're single mothers, they're usually a lot more easygoing. They don't complain as much.
Is this AI? I don't know what to trust anymore. This woman looks like AI. Y'all let me know below.
So, women in their 20s, unless they're single mothers, they're usually a lot more easygoing. They don't complain as much. Now, when they kind of hit 25 and then closer to 30, that's where things change. But till then, usually they're the fun ones. They're the ones that men would prefer to date. And what happens is they don't even realize it, but what happens is men are starting to go out with the younger version of her instead of her. And she doesn't quite get it because in a woman's mind, she always stays young. It takes a lot for reality to hit that a woman's getting older. But
Um, here's the thing. I'm really just trying to look back on my life. Well, let me say this. Well, let me look. Looking back on my life, I can't think of really any woman that I could say didn't have a snarky, bitchy, cunty side. Like I can almost say all women are bitchy cunts. I can almost say that. I'm just trying to think of a woman who I just think is just a complete sweetheart. Sure, there's some, but then again, I don't know those women like that. I mean, even if I'm thinking about a teacher at school or even a peer at school, I didn't see them in all seasons. I didn't see them around their friends. I didn't see them, when they're up, when they're down, when they're depressed, at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the only woman who we can really say is the only type of woman who we could say is a complete sweetheart is the type of woman that we really know on a deep level. We've seen them in different type of environments. We're not gonna get to know most women in depth like that. So off the top of my head, no, I can't think of any woman that I know in depth that I would say like, oh yeah, she's a complete oh yeah, she's a complete sweetheart. You know, she's not a bitch at all. I mean, granted, anybody can have a bad day. I'm not considering that a bitch, but there's just a a bitchy nature that you could just sense. That it's not just like, oh, she's having a bad day. Y'all let me know below. Do you know any woman on a deep level enough to say, yeah, she's not really a bitch at all, man? Y'all let me know. Cause I'm thinking about some of the young women who were at Christmas this year, um, in their teens, early 20s or whatever. And I told y'all about this. There's one young girl that I know who we kind of got a good rapport. I would say generally speaking, we had a good rapport over the years. Um, but we had a moment where she kind of laughed at me in a snarky way, and it was disappointing because it's one of the few females who like I said, I got a good rapport with. And I mean, you could say I'm being sensitive, and I probably am, but it was disappointing because it was such a snarky little. I told y'all about this before. It was so snarky and bitchy, and it was just disappointing. But let me say this: this same young woman, I've heard her on previous occasions saying some heartless, cold shit. It wasn't towards me, but it was about some guy she was dating. I'm like, oh, she's a cunt. But I didn't hold it against her because we still had a good rapport. I mean, I know it in the back of my head, like, oh, she's kind of a cunt. And I kind of forgot about it. And then she laughed at me this Christmas, and I'm like, yeah, it's coming out again. It's just something you got kind of got to accept, I guess, that women are cunts. They're just cunts. Just appreciate the ones who are kind of nice cunts. Guess that's the mentality to have. So then there was another young girl at Christmas. I mean, I never really talked to her much, or I mean, they let me let me let me give some context. Um, family member, um, but kind of watched them grow up a little bit. I watched her grow up a little bit, but they were kind of the kids that their parents didn't make them speak to people. You could speak to them, and they don't speak back, and their parents don't make them speak back. So after a while, the grown ups just like kind of left them alone because they don't want to deal with some rude kids who won't speak back or have an attitude when they, interact with you. So everybody kind of just left them alone. So, I mean, I maybe said hi once and maybe didn't get a hi back and left it alone. But anyway, she's older now. She's a little bit older now, in her teens. And I asked her like, "Oh, something about Christmas. You get anything good for Christmas?" Well, yeah, I think that was the question. You get anything good for Christmas? And she just kind of looked at me with this bitchy look on her face, like, "Why are you talking to me?" But she did answer, but the energy was like, "Why the fuck are you talking to me?" But anyway, she was like, I'm like, you get anything good for Christmas?" She gave me the look and she was just like, "Yeah." And then looked back down like, "You fucking cunt." Like somebody asks you, "Did you get anything good for Christmas?" It is a huge bitch move to just say yeah and look back away. Like, okay, what did you get, motherfucker? Like, but this is what I'm talking about. This is the bitchy undertone that so many women have. This is who probably most of them truly are. Anything outside of that is probably them putting on an act. That interaction that I just told you about is probably most women's true nature. You ask them what they get for Christmas, they look at you with a bitchy look and just say, or no, you ask them, did they get anything good for Christmas? They look at you with a bitchy look and just say, yeah, and then look back away. That sums up female nature for you, as far as being kind and being genuinely a decent human. See, and I like, oh shit. Oh, hold on, bear with me. Do we still only got 5 people in here? Tap in with me, Rare Breeds. Oh no, we got 16 people in here. Somebody talk to me. Talk to me in the live chat. Let me know I'm not talking to myself. Holla at me. And get the likes up. I got 16 people watching, or I got 20 people watching, and only 9 likes. Can we make the likes match the views? But yeah, hold on. Let me pick something up. 1 second. But yeah, see, what up, Divine Photos? Here's another thing. Both of the young girls that I'm talking about in their mid to late teens, they're both kind of cute. That plays a part too in how cunty a woman is gonna be or a girl is gonna be. If she cute, you could fucking pretty much bank on if she got any type of cuteness on her, you could pretty much bank on that she's gonna be a cunt to people. You can pretty much bank on it. Um, but this is the point I wanted to make real quick. See, when a girl is young and cute, she can kind of be a cunt. She can get away with being a cunt. Because she's a celebrity. A young, cute girl is basically B-list celebrity status, B to C-list celebrity status. So I get why they're a cunt. I mean, it's not right, but I get it. But see, when their looks start to fade, people aren't going to give them a pass on being a cunt anymore. People are going to start calling you out for shit when when you ain't young and cute no more. And see, these young and cute girls who are able to be cunts because they were young and cute, they don't know how to exist in the world other than being a cunt because it's all they know at this point at, 30, 35. What up, Cool J? They don't know how to adapt to a world where they're not allowed to be an entitled cunt and treat people like shit anymore. That's a hard transition. So most of them just double down on being a bigger fucking cunt. When somebody tries to check me, I'm gonna check them harder. Like they just double down because they don't know anything better. And then some try to struggle to put on the fake nice girl act. But trust me, it's fake. That's not who they are at all. That's not who they are at all. They're putting real effort in to not come across as a cunt. This sums up 90% of women that I just said, over 30. The ones who are just doubling down on being a cunt and the ones who actually are putting effort into not being a complete cunt when they interact with people. And you can tell, like the ones who are really trying to put an act on, You can tell like this isn't genuine at all. They're trying to be nice, but this is a struggle for them to try to be nice. And then you have the really rare ones who are genuinely nice people, always have been nice people. You know what I mean? That's a small percentage. But see, like, okay, for example, like fat, ugly girls, they can be cunts too because they're bitter that they're fat and ugly. But the other population of fat, ugly, or awkward, weird girls, the quote unquote low value girls, they actually develop personalities from the jump because they didn't have anything else to bank on. They couldn't rely on being like young and cute. They weren't cute. So they had to actually try to be decent human beings. You know what I mean? And then I've seen the switch up too. I've seen the awkward, kind of goofy looking chick level up, and now she a baddie, and now she's acting like a cunt within a year. Within a fucking year. I'm like, oh, you was sweet last year at Christmas, and now you being a cunt because you didn't took your glasses off and put on some tight jeans. Oh wow, that's a crazy transformation. So you weren't actually a decent human being at all. After all, you just had to be because you didn't have looks and shit in your favor. That's how that worked. All right. Anyway, I think we might have a challenger in the live chat. Almada Warrior. Okay, Almada Warrior says he's just gay. And I'm assuming that he's talking about me. He or she is talking about me. Can you identify yourself? Are you a man or a woman? Just curious. And then Almada says entitled to. Okay, it's TOO, not TO, asshole. But yeah, they say I'm entitled to. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's go there. I hope you don't run, pussy. You want to debate me? You got the right one, asshole. You got the right one. Now but here's the thing though. You got to come with a real argument. Saying I'm entitled and gay aren't like real arguments against anything I'm saying. Tell me why I'm wrong. Fuck a name calling. That doesn't disprove my point. You can call me every name in the book, but it doesn't disprove my point. Tell me why what I'm saying isn't correct. But you dickheads can't do that because what I'm saying is correct. So all you can do is call names. See, I don't have to call names. I can break down what I'm saying on a logical, intellectual level. Give examples and some more shit. My challengers never can. They never can. So you want to do this, Almada? You want to fucking do this? I don't think you can hang with me. I can tell you can't hang with me because you don't know the difference between TO and TOO. Yeah, so I already know you can't hang. Oh, tell me what I'm entitled to. Let's go there. You said I'm entitled. Or maybe I'm reading your comments wrong. Maybe you weren't coming at me at all, and maybe I'm interpreting something. But if you're coming at me, come on, get at me, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. If you're gonna do it, nigga. You probably ran. Okay, hold on. Incel 2, bro. I feel yo. Okay, I'm lost now. I'm lost. Are you saying I'm an incel too? Or are you saying you're an incel too? You think I'm an incel and you're an incel and we have some camaraderie? I'm lost. Can you be more clear? Your typing is terrible. We can still be friends after this, but can you be a little more clear, Almada? You lost me a little bit. Can you speak in complete sentences? Who are you? Are you challenging me or no? Just say that. Say, yes, I'm challenging your ideas, or no, I'm not. Can you say that in your next message? Yeah. Broke that? That's terrible. I'm gonna need to buy another one of those ASAP, and they're kind of expensive. Okay, I guess he's not challenging me. Never mind. Thought I had a challenger. Well, who's gay? Who did you call gay then? That's what I'm. Who is gay and entitled? Me? I mean, you don't. I don't know. I guess you can call me gay and entitled and not challenge me, but I need to find another fuck? I gotta go to the store and buy another one of these. That's whack. Anyway, let's continue.
That a woman's getting older. But when she notices that men start going for younger women, that's when the reality starts hitting her. So instead of looking at the reality, she gets upset. And this is an example of what that looks like.
Reasons why men are still single, after the age of 30. Listen, if he is still single after 30, there is a freaking reason. Probably not because he's just picky. For one, he wants a girlfriend. He does. He wants a girlfriend, but
Okay, let me stop her here. First off, she's trying to equate men being over 30 on the dating market and women being over 30 on the dating market. The game just begun for men at 30. For a lot of men, the game just begun. He finally got his money up, learned how to dress, learned how to talk with some confidence. Finally got his money up, learned how to dress, got his confidence up. God damn it. Got his money up, learned how to dress, got his confidence up. The game just starting for him at 30. Or he's a guy who been running through hoes since he was 15 and he know you bitches ain't worth it. And that's why he not in a relationship. Or many times he's been in 2 or 3 relationships and realized it's not worth it. And now he's single again looking for, or he's been in 3 or 4 relationships about 30 and realized that women aren't worth it. And he's back on the dating market looking for a rare good woman, because that is very rare. So yeah, a 30-plus-year-old man single on the dating market is not a red flag at all. Nice try though, bitch. Nice try. See, okay, look. Now on the other hand, an attractive woman single 30 is a whole different ball game, because she's been having men knock down her door since she was 15, and 70% of those men were good men who she could have worked out a relationship with. That's why it's looked at completely different. And plus biology, your eggs and all that. So yeah, let's not try to make it seem like it's the same.
reason. Probably not because he's just picky. For one, he wants a girlfriend. He does. He wants a girlfriend, but he does not want to put in any of the effort to do so. Or God forbid he needs to delete the roster. Number 2, which is
Exactly. Exactly. What do I always say, boys? When women get on the internet and talk about men, they're only talking about the top 5% men. 95% of men can't have a roster. They don't pull enough bitches to have a roster. Let's just say 90%. 90% of men aren't pulling women like that where they can have a roster. They just aren't. So she just told on herself that she's only talking about Chad and Tyrone. And no, Chad and Tyrone don't want a girlfriend. It's not worth it. He can get all the benefits of a woman with none of the downsides. That's why he don't want to put in the effort or commit or do X, Y, and Z, because he don't have to put in any effort. Seriously, why would a man who can get all the pros of a woman and none of the benefits choose to take on the cons when I could just enjoy all the pros? It makes no logical sense. And women know that. That's why they have to shame men into getting into relationships with them. The men they want. I'm gonna have to make this a separate episode. I'm glad I recorded this one. Oh, you gotta love it. Matter of fact, I might chop this one up today. Oh man. Let's continue. What up, Rutherford? Almada. So Almada, are you new to the channel? I think I might have seen you before. Are you new to the channel, Almada? And if so, how new?
do so. Or God forbid he needs to delete the roster. Number two, which is a giant piss off, he thinks therapy is for the weak, but his communication is absolute shit. Like, sir.
Yes. Yes. His communication is poop because he has a roster. He don't need to communicate with you. He got other stuff to do. He has a full life and he got 10 other pros to tend to. It's not that he don't know how to communicate. You're just fifth string.
Is for the weak, but his communication is absolute shit. Like, sir, if anyone needs therapy, it's you. Number three, he's chasing 22-year-olds, or 20-year-olds, or 21-year-olds.
You old. Yeah, you old. What's wrong with that? Yeah, he's 30 and he can pull 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds. Yeah, men like youth and beauty. You pissed away your youth and beauty by chasing Chads. So yeah, we don't feel sorry for you. And don't try to shame now. When you were 20, 21, 22, you were dating hot 30-year-olds with nice cars. So shut the fuck up. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? Yeah, and look. If this guy's so terrible, why are you wasting time making TikToks about him? Like, why even talk about him? Why even think about him? If he's so damaged and need therapy and he's chasing 20-year-olds, like, why worry about him? Yeah, exactly.
He's chasing 22-year-olds, or 20-year-olds, or 21-year-olds. Baby girl, he is the problem. But not least, he almost dated someone amazing. Now, he either fucked it up, fucked her over, or just wasn't ready at the time, then now.
Let me guess. Let me guess. You think you're that amazing one that got away. No, hun. Just another broad. You were just another broad to him. There was nothing special about you. If there was something special about you, he would have been like, "Oh, I gotta lock this down. Like, this is like incredible." They don't understand that they're all the same. You're saying the same dingbat stuff that I'm sure all his other chicks are saying on TikTok that he running through right now. Face full of makeup and filters. Filters on top of makeup is diabolical.
Fucked it up, fucked her over, or just wasn't ready at the time, then now he's freaking scared to try with any other amazing girl.
She's wearing so much makeup. Now, when I first saw this, I thought she was 30, but now looking at her, maybe she's older. It could just be the makeup because usually when women wear makeup, it's really hard to tell their age. Now, a little bit beside the point, but basically what she just said, we could probably reverse everything and it would be more of her situation. Because it's typically the women that have the rosters. Men are lucky to get even one date a week. And it's typically the women that go to therapy, not so much the men.
Okay, let's talk about one date a week in therapy. Look, men, I know a lot of men who need to be on medication or talk to somebody for sure. For sure. They're not handling life well. They're clearly bitter. They're mad all the time. They're always having emotional outbursts. They don't seem well at all. Like, I would agree. There's a good amount of men who probably should go talk to somebody and maybe even be medicated. I'm not going to deny that. But it's not because he needs to learn how to be a better communicator for women or commit to women. No, 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 no. He just don't like you, bro. He just don't like you. But let's talk about, oh, most guys would be lucky if they get one date a week, or most guys can just get one date a week. Look, that's um That's underestimating things. Most guys would be lucky to get a couple of dates a year. That's the reality for the bottom 80% of men. They'd be lucky to get 2 dates a year. And that's why men accept so much bad behavior from women, because they're just happy to be there, happy to have a woman give them attention.
Even 1 date a week. And it's typically the women that go to therapy, not so much the men. The difference is too between men and women when they're single is men will go and work on their careers, they'll make money, they'll live their life, basically move on. Women, what do? They're on TikTok making makeup videos and trash talking men. Now, who's really taking the L here as a single person? Last I checked, men have much more of an incentive to trash talk women than women have to trash talk men. But they don't. They move on. It's the women on here trash talking men. That says a lot. But what probably happened in this case was she was after somebody and she noticed that this guy, instead of going for her, went for somebody younger. And the moment that happens, when a woman realizes that she's getting older and men are going for the younger woman, they get bitter. So
Well, look, let me just let me break this down real quick. Most women's future is to be bitter, no matter what. Even the woman who settled down at 20 and got married and had 3 kids and she's with a great guy, she's gonna get bitter. She's gonna get tired of running around with those 3 kids. If not that, she's gonna get mad that she's getting wrinkles now. She's gonna wonder, what if I would have chose a different path in life? Most women end up bitter by 35, 40, no matter what path they take in life, no matter how good their life was. Most women find something to be bitter about by 35, 40. That's the harsh reality of female nature.
getting older and men are going for the younger woman, they get bitter. So you can definitely see that the bitterness is starting to set in on this one. Maybe the guy does want a girlfriend at 30, but he doesn't want a bitchy one, so he'll go for younger. And that's the one thing a lot of these women just don't understand. They would probably have even if they're 30, I think they would have a better chance if they just were nicer, maybe to start. Now, you would think that as women get older, as she hits 40, her entitlement would go down. But nope, the complete opposite happens. Let's see this next video.
Another reason why I'm done with dating apps is this, and I blame Bumble for this. Why do the girls need to reach out first? The guy.
You know why? You know why? Because y'all been getting your butt kissed since you were 15 years old. Maybe it's time for you to put some effort in life. I mean, obviously you're a leftover. So yeah, maybe it's time for you to put the work in. Maybe you're lower. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What is it, Bumble? What is it, Bumble, that makes the woman reach out, or Hinge? One of them, you have to reach out as the woman. But it doesn't matter. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta take this call. Sorry, guys, had to take that call. Hold on. Let me trying to pull up the live stream on my phone. All right. Oh, I'm surprised I still got 20 people watching. What up to you, Orlando? So anyway, like I was saying, here's the thing. It's not gonna matter if a dating app makes the woman reach out first. They're still gonna reach out to only 5% of men. They're gonna reach out to the same guys they were reaching out to on Tinder and all the other dating apps. So it's not really gonna change anything. I mean, because top 5% guys weren't really reaching out to them on all the other dating apps. Like, okay, that's just I didn't have the top 5% experience on dating apps when I were on dating apps, when I was on dating apps, but I'm speculating that top 5% men on dating apps, they don't have to reach out to broads. Broads reach out to him. So the whole dating app where the woman got to reach out first, that literally changes nothing. It's the same dynamic. So I don't see what she's so mad about far as the far as the rule being women have to reach out first. Women don't want to put in any effort in the dating phase. And really, they don't want to put in a lot of effort when the relationship actually starts. I remember watching a video where somebody asked a girl on a podcast, like, what is the woman's responsibility in the dating phase, in courting phase? We know the guy gotta hit you up, call you, pick you up, drop you back off, buy you flowers, this and that. All these standards for what a man gotta do in the courting phase. What does the woman have to do in the courting phase other than just show up and return texts? And she was stuttering. But the thing is, men want to feel liked too. Men want to feel like we're worth you putting effort into as well. The entitlement is just off the charts. Why did you get why did you get removed from Bumble, T Orlando?
For this. Why do the girls need to reach out first? The guys should be reaching out first. If I'm at a bar and I see a guy and I smile and he smiles, he's coming up to me. I'm not walking up to him. Same thing with the dating apps.
No, it's not the same as a dating app. It's a dating app. It's just sending a message. Why are you still at bars? You're 40. Why are you even still on dating apps and bars? You're a bad woman romantically. No exceptions. You're 40 plus years old on the internet talking about dating apps and bars. You are a loser, ma'am. There is a 0% chance you're a good woman romantically, based on everything I know about you so far. You are not worth approaching or talking to or looking at anymore. I'm not even saying you're bad looking, but who you are as a person makes you not worth looking at. Here's the thing. If a 40 plus year old man with his stuff together, let me put it like this. I don't think she's a horrible looking woman. I don't think she's horrible looking. I'm sure it's up for debate. But let's just say she's above average attractiveness, okay? If a 40-year-old man with his stuff together has the courage to come up and holler at you and spit game to you, he has the courage to go up to a 25-year-old who look like you. You see what I'm saying? You're not the prize anymore. Well, really, you never were. But I get how young women think they're the prize. I'll give it to them. Well, I won't give it to them, but for this argument, I'll give it to them. You're not that anymore. You're no prize to be had. You shouldn't still think you're any type of prize to be had. You're in the clearance bin. So reach out first.
He's coming up to me. I'm not walking up to him. Same thing with the dating apps. But like I said before, the dating apps are trash. They're trash because most of these guys on here, they want a pen pal. And most of these guys are in a relationship and a lot of them are married. and they're just on these apps for validation. Not all of them, but a lot of them, too many.
Yeah. Why do you think a lot of these women are on dating apps? To get pumped and dumped by 5%ers and get validation by the bottom 95%ers. Yeah. You should have been snatched up 20 years ago, Toots. Yeah, the dating apps are trash, and every person who still has to use them to try to find a serious relationship, especially women, are trash. Well, let me take that back. Yes, the dating apps are trash, and if you're a woman at 40 still having to go to dating apps to find a serious mate, guess what? You are too. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but your throat's wide enough by this point. Wink, wink.
Validation. Not all of them, but a lot of them, too many of them, in fact. So this is what we're going to start doing. We're going to start going out. We're going out into the wild, and we're going to meet people.
But you've been going out in the wild since you were 15 and still haven't met someone. 25 years, a quarter of a century. So you going out now at 40, is it? So you going out now in the wild at 40 isn't going to yield better results? When you couldn't yield good results going out in the wild at 21, 22, make it make sense, folks.
Out into the wild, and we're going to meet people in the wild. And for all the men that see this, which are probably not many because my following are women, if there are men watching this, please approach a woman. If a woman smiles, and ladies too, you need to smile. Make eye contact with a guy. Smile. He smiles back. You make eyes. Guys, that's your signal to walk over to her and say, hello, can I buy you a drink?
Don't respect they don't respect men who buy them a drink. The guy that they're really attracted to gets to hit it in the stall with just a few words. The men they're truly attracted to don't have to buy them anything, and they don't have to put much effort in. She's been getting pumped and dumped by hot guys who put zero effort in for decades. Do not listen to this hogwash. Imagine being 40 and your dating standards are buy me a drink at the bar. Grow the fuck up. You should be taking kids to soccer practice, loser. You should be taking kids to soccer practice, grandma. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should be taking kids to college. You should be driving kids to college, grandma. No, you should be driving kids to college. Pardon me. You're old. Taking kids to soccer practice was a decade ago.
Who are you trying to get attention from? Obviously, we know, don't we?
You guys are literally skipping every single chapter in the book. I can't even, I don't even have time to think before they have the next boyfriend. I've gone my whole life without having one singular boyfriend. I can't even get one. And you bitches have a new one every fucking month.
Yeah, it could be you.
I don't even have time to think.
Yeah, it could be you.
You know, y'all be thinking because us pretty bitches are pretty, we don't have problems. And we have a lot of them. Don't nobody love us, people lust us. Don't no bitch want to be your friend because the bitch is jealous. So you be sitting in your bed, all alone, bored, not doing nothing.
Oh,
Pretty bitch problems.
here we have a lovely baddie crying, explaining her experience in being that, oh my god, men just want to f you and women just want to hate you. Is it a superpower? Oh, my lobster's too buttery, my steak is too juicy sort of complaint, like, oh my god.
Pretty bitch problems.
Oh my god. No, I'm not saying that she's actually wrong. I'm not saying that she's wrong in what she's saying, but it's like, it is somewhat arrogant to say, I'm just so hot, this is why people hate me.
Don't nobody love us.
People lust us.
I'm just so fucking fine. F these lustful men and these hateful bitches. It's just cause I'm just so fine as a woman.
Is that why you're crying?
It's like, really, come on. Yeah, a bit of humbleness, a bit of humbleness. You see, here's my point. The I'm too hot to be single mentality, I think, ruins a lot of women's thinking. It clouds their judgment. It confuses their perspective on life. And I think it does and can lead to endless cycles of just
pretty bitch problems.
Failed dating options. Because they think they're too hot, it's like they're thinking up here. And even if they do look that good, it's like, yo, woman, but you're not.
Don't you think I'm beautiful?
But you're not the greatest thing in the world either. And just, you look good, but it's like, that could be it. And also the inflation of other women who are not that chick. They're not that chick, but they believe they are. So it's like, you're trying to talk to her and she thinks she's too hot. It's like, the hell is wrong with you?
I never had a father.
You're average, you just have makeup and a wig on. Come on, let's be honest. But yeah, lovely woman, just bawling her eyes out because of the battle she has, the battle of the baddies. Yeah, trying to be the baddest baddie. But it's not good, is it? None of it's good.
Don't be having nobody to call on when you're sad or stressed out or going through it. Then you gotta constantly watch who you bring around you because people don't be around for genuine reasons. People be coming around for hidden agendas. Niggas is always gonna think you have hoes, so niggas is never gonna take you serious. And people will always...
yeah, to some degree.
Never gonna take you serious. Never.
Yeah, why not? A real baddie, a woman who is actually attractive, would have and does have a lot of man whores.
Raw meat.
Yeah, suitors, for various reasons. So even if you're not that yourself, why would you be surprised and shocked that men don't trust women who
pretty bitch problems
think that they're baddies? Yeah, it's like, am I trusting this chick for it? That's delusional as a man. It's like, yo, look, as I'm still a man. I still may try to sleep with you, come on.
Sometimes I'm not smart, but it's all I know.
Come on, that's normal. But it's like to trust you. Oh, no, I'll put my knob in you before I trust you. Come on, I'm a man. Oh my god. That came out so quickly, but it sounded so wrong, but it's sadly sort of true to a degree for some men, let's be honest. Not saying for me, I've grown out of that, but damn. I can't remember what I was saying, but you're a good looking woman, why would you be surprised men want to sleep with you?
Maybe because I'm worth more than that?
So like, some men would say, that's the point of you. It's like, what you here for? I'm joking. Come on, we're joking. We're joking. That's a joke. We're grown.
Always think you're lying when you're not. Just because we're pretty don't mean we have it all. Because we don't. Majority of us is sad and lonely deep down inside. That's all.
Okay, we get your point, but who also is putting out the vibe of having it all, being able to do it all?
lonely.
Yeah? So you get your point, and your sadness. There and stuff. But it's like, yeah, okay, look, the entire baddie culture, part of it is to radiate that vibe, radiate that aura of being so amazing. But here's a key point. Because I want to keep up this image, vibe, this aura, this presence of being so perfect, it's like, yo, perfection is the only option. Therefore, they'd see flaws in everybody.
And say, hello, can I buy you a drink?
Okay, I have reacted to a few of her videos, and I probably shouldn't pick on her so much, but she's just such a good example of a 40-year-old that is so entitled. But it's almost funny just seeing how much their entitlement increases as they get older. I mean, what is she even doing at a bar at 40 years old? I know it's harsh, but at that point, it might just be time to take the L and realize you might always be single. Unless by some miracle she changes her attitude and she becomes a better person and she doesn't nag and, come on TikTok and do all this. But I mean, at this point,
That's not gonna happen. Let me just stop you right there. That is not gonna happen. Look, irreversibly damaged is a thing. It's just a thing. No, she can go to therapy or find Jesus or whatever. But far as being a good woman to a man, that's over with. She can become a better aunt, a better mother, a better friend, a better sister, but a better woman to a man, that's over with. She can learn how to put on an act for a year or something to snag a man, but the mask is gonna eventually come off. Yeah, I heard about this that black women act funny in bed, a bunch of stuff they won't do. I wouldn't know because I never had bedroom fun with a chocolate sister before. But I even heard it was a thing about black women not giving dome. I don't know if that's a thing. Or there being more black women who don't give dome. I could see that. They're combative and standoffish in every other way. Why not when sucking? But there's plenty of women who suck though, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. I wouldn't know about how black women are in the bedroom. And don't ever want to find out.
come on TikTok and do all this. But I mean, at this point, it's on the internet, so it's kind of hard to reverse that at this point. But at 40, they're basically, I mean, at 30, they're still trying to make sense of it, right? But at 40, they're basically demanding that men approach them again as if they're 20-year-olds. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to the ladies, but we do age. Our youth is very short. So it's probably good to have some other assets, other than just Botox and makeup. But it gets worse. Let's see this next woman.
Why I will not date at 50. It's simple. Men forgot how to be gentlemen. And to be fair, women forgot how to be ladies.
The only reason she's even existing in the world is because she doesn't have the courage to kill herself, and two, people don't want to start problems and just throw her out of a room because she's useless to society. So that's the only reason why they kind of just linger around for the next 30, 40 years. Like they really just linger. Like nobody really wants them. Nobody really cares about them, unless they're, just get horny for a little minute. And then as soon as the horniness is gone, the woman's off there just lingering around. She just lingers, looking for any spare attention.
Ma'am, listen, ma'am, it's been over for a long time. It's been over for at least 2 decades. And who knows, maybe you got damaged in your early 20s. It might have been 25 years. It might be 25 years since you had a chance, a real chance. I'm sure your fate to failure was sealed many, 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 many moons ago. So yeah, why would you expect men to be gentlemen when women don't act like ladies? So I hope she tries to redeem herself. Okay, I got a question to you, Orlando. I guess you just answered it. Are white women better in bed than black women? Because you would think as hypersexualized as black women are, they would be the best in bed. As much as they like to twerk and talk about sex and talk about how a man gotta have good D, you would think that they're the best in bed.
And to be fair, women forgot how to be ladies. But mostly, it's not dating. It's just meeting somebody for a drink, maybe an appetizer, possibly a dinner, paying your bill, splitting the bill, and then leaving. That's not a date.
Yeah, even at 50 years old, women are still expecting the expensive dates. I mean, ideally, by 50, you should at least have it together as a woman.
50, you look, at 50, you need to be offering to pay fully for the date and give a BJ in the parking lot. You need to be trying to beg somebody to get that thing away at this point. You're half a century. This is nuts, y'all. This is just nuts.
Ideally, by 50, you should at least have it together as a woman. I mean, stuff happens and women are single. I'm not saying all single women at 50 are bad, but I mean, you have to kind of look at what got you there. Because a lot
Okay, hun. Okay, hun, you won't say it, I will. All women who are single at 50 are bad unless they're a widow. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. I'll even take it further. All women, well, let me not say all. I'll put it like this 95% of women single over 30 who aren't widows are bad. Romantically, for a man, they may not be bad in every area of life, but romantically, yeah, they're bad women if they're single over 30 and not widowed. Now, let me say this 5% aren't bad. They just had some weird circumstance. And then there's another 5% who are bad, but they can possibly become decent with some training and some humility. But yeah, the other 90%, yeah, they're cooked for life. Never to be a good woman to a man.
single women at 50 are bad, but I mean, you have to kind of look at what got you there. Because a lot of times it's just a lot of bad decisions.
So yeah, I'm 53, completely single by choice, and also no children by choice.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense.
No such thing. There is no such thing as a woman being single by choice. A single by choice is I don't even want a good man in a good relationship to come along. Like if a good man in a good relationship came along, I would deny it. There's no such thing as single by choice. I mean, there's single by choice. Oh, my husband passed at 60 and I don't want to date anymore, but I wouldn't even count that. There's no such thing as I never succeeded at dating my whole life and now I'm single by choice. No, you single because you tired of trying and failing. That wasn't a choice. You were forced into this. because you're horrible. You didn't choose this because you're great.
Women at 50 are bad, but I mean, you have to kind of look at what got you there. Because a lot of times it's just a lot of bad decisions.
So yeah, I'm 53, completely single by choice, and also no children by choice. Love my life, have incredible friends, and travel is the secret to my happiness. I do not wait around for some man to show up to travel with me.
Why are you even still talking about men? If you're so happy, your life is so full, you got great friends, you travel, why even talk about men? They're not even worth talking about if you're so happy. You failed on the dating market, just admit it. If you were a good woman, you wouldn't have to wait on a man because you would have a man by your side at this age. If a woman got to come on the internet and talk about how happy she is not to have a man, she's not happy to not have a man. Because she wouldn't have to come on the internet and try to convince the world of it.
Wait around for some man to show up to travel with me or to explore places with me. I do it on my own and have so much fun, and usually take friends with me, meet friends wherever I go. It's the secret to my personal happiness. So if you're out there whining and complaining that you can't find a guy and your life is not worth living, then you better knock it off and rethink the way you're living your life, because you got one shot, babies. So have fun and enjoy it.
Yeah, so usually at this point they've made so many bad decisions that to not look bad, they just have to say that they're single by choice and that they're so happy being single. And on top of that, try to get other women to be single with them by saying just how amazing it is to not live with a man, basically.
Hello?
Oh my gosh. How many views did this get? 51,000. Okay. That was an abrupt end. You think that lady was AI? Do y'all think she was AI? I don't know. Okay, should we keep going? Shout out to my Rumbleites. Shout out to Persian Warrior. Should we keep going? Should we keep going? Let's see what this is about. Let's get the donations up if you care to. Help a brother out. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Also in the description. Those are the preferred methods. But I'll also take Super Chat, Super Sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box.
Other's hands if you both are comfortable with that.
Okay.
I want you to say you love each other.
Welcome to The Button, a speed dating show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Get out of here.
If two people can last on a date for 10 minutes, they win an all expenses paid second date.
This episode was made in partnership with Pizza Hut's new Valentine's Day offering, Goodbye Pies. With the new limited edition Hot Honey Goodbye Pies pizza, Pizza Hut will help deliver spicy breakup news in a sweet way to ease heartbreaks. Hearts may be broken, but at least stomachs will be full.
Are we starting?
Yeah, you're on a date.
Okay. What is your name?
Peyton.
Gabe. What is your type?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
You kinda look like him.
Really? Yeah, I get that a lot. The like skinny white
Yeah,
guy.
sickly, really low BMI.
Peyton, when we asked, why are you single? You wrote, guys suck.
When we asked, why are you single? You said, guys suck. You know, a number one sign a woman is a ran through hoe who be getting used and abused by bad boys her whole dating career up until this point. Guys suck. No, you suck because you go after guys who you know suck the first day, but still go after them because you're mentally ill. And women just are gluttons for punishment. You know why she thinks guys suck? Because she's a 3 and she's going after 8s or 9s, and she expect them to do anything other than use her for bedroom fun. Ma'am, you have incel level looks. You belong with an incel. The jawline, everything. Like, ma'am, respectfully, you're a 3. But since 3s can get pumped by 9s, they think that's their level, and then get mad and say all guys suck when 9s just use them. Of course, a 9 is just going to use a 3. Come on, baby. That's why it's important for women to know their level, their true level, not their fairy tale level. Now, here's the thing. Bro has a stutter. I think he has acne too. So he's playing with a half deck here. Um, but he is her level. This is the type of guy that she should lock down. But you notice when he started to stutter, she was like looking like, "Get it out, motherfucker, get it out." This is what I'm saying. They're socially awkward and just naturally rude. Now let's watch that again. Let watch how she reacts as he's stuttering. Like from the start. When the second she notices that he's stuttering, look at the head movements and facial expressions. Very cunty. They're not decent human beings by nature. But just let's watch it again.
Listen,
You kinda look like him.
Really? Yeah.
Well,
Are we starting?
yeah, you're on a date.
Okay. What is your name?
Peyton.
Look at the judgment on that face. And she's a 3. Look at the judgment on that face. Did you see the cunty head movements? Like, get it out, motherfucker. They really think they're on a higher ground than us, man. And they're not. It has no logical basis other than I have a hole between my legs and you have a pole. So therefore, I'm better than you. And press me, pole. See if you can get this hole. Press me, pole. It pisses me off. I'm turned off by it. Like, oh, my goodness. Let's just continue.
Gabe. You know, I have some flaws.
Why are you single?
You wrote, guys suck.
Yeah, they're just the worst.
You know, I have some flaws.
Why are you single?
Either I'm too ugly for the girls that I go for, or
I don't think that's true.
too unavailable.
What do you mean too
around me.
unavailable? Like you just don't respond?
My type has always been girls that don't like me back.
You're perfect for each other.
That little dig. Yeah, y'all perfect for each other because that's exactly what she's into. Guys that don't like her back. Well, no, she's not going to be into you because you're going to act like you like her. That's what I'm saying. When young girls get on this path of liking guys who don't like them back, they rarely can recover. They can recover if it happened once or twice and then they snap out of it like, I can't do that again, and then get a nice guy and grow. But that's usually not how it goes. They usually stay on that track until 30, 35, and then they looking for a simp and all that. Yeah, it's over at that point. Put it like this. Young girls got 3 strikes and they're out. So I'll give them some leeway. If they chase the bad boy 2 times, get played, and then after the second time, they're like, no, I ain't doing that again. And then pick the good guy, and she could still pair bond with him, and then they could possibly make it work. 3 strikes and you're out, young ladies.
Don't like me back.
You're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
So Pizza Hut has their goodbye pie. Can we get our delivery man in?
No one out Pizza's the Hut.
This is like The Bachelor, but the opposite.
Goodbye.
I said I like Pete Davidson, and he's definitely not like that.
Do you think?
Okay, these women are chopped. All these women are chopped. Why did they give bro? Okay, you know what? Look. I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him. You know, I don't attack looks. You can't help how you look. Who would I date? Okay, when I was 20, back when I was a blue pill 20-year-old who would have just been happy with whatever I could get, I probably would have dated all these chicks. I didn't have the luxury to be picky. I mean, if they were nice, of course. I still had, you still had to be kind of nice. So let me not roast them. But no, I mean, this is a dating show. We're critiquing dating. We got to talk about looks. They're all abnormally unattractive for what we're used to seeing on these like shows and stuff. These women should be wholesome housewives because they don't got action on the dating market like that. But see, unfortunately, Chad and Tyrone will pump and dump these and set their standards too high. But based on what these chicks look like, they should be settling down with the first guy who like them back and starting a family. Because they don't got nothing coming far as 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s far as guys on the dating market. Okay, so wait, hold on. Whatever. Heads up, we noticed somebody else's video on your YouTube stream. You may get your stream. We'll see. All right, we ain't gonna mess with that. I don't know if they're gonna get me kicked off of YouTube by going over the button. Let's do this though. I'm not ready to get off, so let's go over Kendra over on Rumble. Oh, this looks stupid. We might have to go over that later tonight.
We got an interesting video.
Oh, I want to do an article too. Hold on. It was an article that came up. Guardian. I'm spelling this wrong. The Guardian. Relationships. Where are relationships? Environment. Where the fuck is... Okay, lifestyle. It's probably under lifestyle. Maybe later, assholes. Okay, love and sex. Yeah, love and sex. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We're going to go over this article. I don't know if I feel like doing it now. It's not that long. Maybe we should go over it now. Should we go over to Rumble and do a Kendra? You know what? Let's just go do a Kendra. Let's do a Kendra. I'm about to drop the Rumble link. Shout out to the 10 people already watching on Rumble. Respect to the Rumbleites. I need to set up my Rumble tip jar. Just drop the Rumble link. Come watch me over on Rumble. You don't got to sign up to Rumble to watch. All you got to do is click the link and watch. We're about to go over a Kendra G. I'm going to tap back in with y'all tonight probably. More than likely, I'm going to tap in tonight. Bring your wallets tonight. I kid. It's Friday. Who got paid today? Holla at me. Show some love to your favorite YouTuber. All right, I'm out. Remember, we about to go over Rumble, so the link is in the chat. Hit the link to watch. You don't got to sign up. But I'm signing off here. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. See you over on Rumble. Rumbleites, where you